Test, just testing. M0AOV testing. See if there's a short delay. This is M0AOV. Test. 1, 2. Okay, there is a short delay. So I've just got to put my headphones back on now. Okay, Mike. Well, hopefully this will just give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing on my LDG 600 and what you're going to be doing on your 1000. Just to quickly show you anyway how I set it up on my 991. So all I do, there's nobody on, 20 meters at the minute. I've been on here for about 10 minutes. So just go on to mode, so whatever mode, whatever radio you've got anyway, just put it on FM. And just so I can see, just there I've got 8 watts, so that's what that says, just there, 8 watts. And all I do is on my LDG just down here, so I'm just going to do it on this antenna. You've got, hopefully that'll stop moving now, antenna 2, that's what's just come up there, and antenna 1. My antenna 1 is my cobweb, so that's 20 to 10 or 20 to 6. And when I go on this one, this is my full-size G5RV, which is 30 meters upwards. So that's what I do. And as you've already seen, hopefully you've seen anyway on your videos on YouTube with your LDG 1000 Pro 2, how to set it up as fast or peak, and how to auto tune when it's the SWR is about 1.7. As I said, I think it's from the 600 anyway, and I would presume from the 1000. You can set it up so it's 1.7. Anything above that, it auto tunes. So the way I get it to do it anyway, 6 watts FM, key up, see it just tune there. So all I'm going to do now, press my power and move my power up to about 15 watts. I've got a 1.3, so all I do then, press my tune. You can see the LEDs on the left and right hand side come into the middle, let go, and it goes and does a full tune. Now I've got an SWR of 1.0. So let me just pop the power up a bit more. I'm up to about let's go to 50 watts. That's 50 watts, still 1.0. Let's pop it all the way up to 100, and that's 100 watts and 1.0. So any time I want to recheck it, I'll pop it back down to about 10-15 watts again, say 10 watts, key up and press your tune. LEDs on the side coming into the middle. As soon as they all get into the middle like that, let go, and a full tune. And you've got the M1000 meter above your LDG 1000 SWR meter, or ATU, sorry. You've got the SWR meter above, and you can put that onto SWR, put it onto average 100 watts, and then tune up, and you'll get the same information. As I say, just have a look at LDG 1000 on YouTube, and that'll give you all the information about setting the SWR onto the peak where it goes to about 1.7. Anything over a 1.7, then it auto tune back, like mine just did. Like now, as I said, I'm on 20 meters, so I'll change this. Just go back onto my USB, get rid of that, so I'm back. Now I'll change band and go on to 40 meters. So now I'll change the antenna there's always somebody keying up about 7181 music, so nobody's going to use it. Mode FM, so I'm on FM now, and you watch the SWR meter as soon as I key up, because I'll go on, I'm on FM. Let's just make sure FM power is 8 watts. When I key up, you'll see it. SWR will be straight up in the red, and then it'll auto tune. So here we go. Oh no, well it's 1.5, so that's okay. It's remembered where it was before. So for that, 8 watts. Press tune till it comes into the middle. Let go, and it'll automatically go and do it. So if it's below 1.7, it'll leave it. If it's above 1.7, it'll do auto tune. So there I'm tuned again on here. Sorry about moving the camera around. So now I'll go up to about 50 watts. Key up there, so I've got a 1.3 to 1.4. Go back down to about 20 watts. Key up again, still 1.3. Press tune. They'll both come into the middle. Let go. It'll go and auto tune fully again, and then hopefully that should be a 1.0. So let's just pop the power up to 50 watts. So now that's 50 watts, 1-to-1 or 1.2, and then full power 100 watts. That's given me a 1.2. So that's what I've got there. 1.1, 1.2, somewhere in between there on the yours, the M1000, and my M600. It says it's in between 1.1, 1.2 on SWR. So that's how you do it on that. But do check, as again I always keep saying, always check, double check what the LDG videos show. At least you can see it working. And now key up, 100 watts there, 1.1, 1.2. If I pop from this, go down on power to 8 watts for my amplifier, just in case any time I use it. Back to USB, and then band 80 meters. Lots of rubbish there, so I'll pop onto FM. Check on the power, 8 watts, and if I key now, hopefully it'll show you SWR will be all the way up, and then it'll do auto tune. So if you're watching now, I'm just going to key up with 8 watts. There you go. It's auto tuned it because it was over a 3, whatever. It probably could have been a 4 or 5, and it just set itself up. And at the minute it's 1-to-1 with 8 watts. Let's change that to 40 watts. Still 1.1. Oh, dead needle. 100 watts. Once again, dead needle. So if you keep trying it, like I normally do when I'm doing it anyway. Let me just pop this back onto lower sideband. Turn the audio down. What I normally do when I'm setting mine up, I'll go to the lowest part of the band. Say I'm doing 80 meters, 3/6, somewhere in between there. Turn this rubbish off. Somewhere down around about 3/6. Go down there and key up, tune up. It'll then go into a memory on the LDG, go into the mid part of the band, say about 3/7 dead, and tune up again. Get it all set up. It'll save that into the memory, then go all the way up to just below 3.8. do exactly the same, and it'll keep memory. So do it on every band, and then when you swap bands, hopefully it should actually keep your settings in your memory. So if you go somewhere in between, say where I am now, instead of 3/7 dead or 3/7/9/9/0, somewhere where I am now, 3/7/4/2, and then you key up and try to set everything up there. Maybe you might have to do the tune and everything for the ATU to actually put that in memory. because it's got so many, I think 3,000 memories or something like that, so at least you've got it there. So hopefully that'll give you some kind of an idea. Let me just grab the camera, and as I say, whatever I'm looking down there on, then I look up on here, and that's where I've got it. I always keep it on SWR average 100 watts, unless you're using, well, usually 100 watts when you're actually setting your amp up, not your BLA, but your Yaesu one. And once you've set everything up there, you should have no problem at all. And once it's in memory anyway, you should have no problem either. As I say, you've got thousands of memories there, so every time you set up on whatever band, you should have no problem. Anything else, just let me know next time we have a chat, and if I need to, I'll do another recording and stick it on YouTube like I am doing now. And hopefully we'll get it sorted that way. At least you'll know then that your LDG 1000 is working as it should, and hopefully tonight with the guy who's coming round, he'll sort the amp out and go through everything to make sure the amplifier's working, your Yaesu one, and your radio and that, and then you can always stick the amping line and stick the ATU at the end. Once you've done that, then if you don't want to use it, turn it off. As long as you're using one antenna, it'll always stay on that antenna, the last one you used. But it just depends what antenna you're going to be using anyway, because if you're going to be using your beam and then a wire or whatever, then you'll need your ATU to switch between them. I'm not sure on your amplifier if it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs for antennas. At least you can play around with them anyway. Right then, mate, hopefully this video's of some use to you. If not, it'll be on YouTube anyway for me. Alright, mate, have a good one, and I'll just close this down now.